はい、どうも、OK です。では早速続きを始めていきましょう。犬のゆりかご。空から墜落した飛行船の中。で、この扉の向こうに行くところで終了してたんで、待つ船長の鍵を取り出そう。診断を実行する。船長のログ。もと故障してたんだ。なるほど。あ、命令メッセージ。最後の声だね。じゃあ皮肉ってるな。そらそうだろうね。アホな船長のせいで死んだってわけだもんね。どっかに技術主任がいるのかじゃあ。あ、誰かいる。なんだろう、使うの。こっちか先に。で、これか。どっちに渡そう。いや、偶像破壊主義者はさ、グラハムがちょっと海賊のが繋がってるっぽいからな。今んとこサンジャルにしとこうかな。 こを選べばステラーベイの中に、街の中にテレポートできるんだ。扉の外、街の扉の外だけかと思ってた。偶像破壊主義者のもうちょっと先が見たいな。ゾーラが何をするか見てみたい。
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one. Ada's something special though, ain't she?
Ada. What is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain inputs.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines, and ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly they're rule books with a voice box. Ada's different.
One of life's mysteries, I suppose. I don't trust it. If it crashes us into a star, I'll be a mite upset.
実はコンピューターじゃない的なことかな。
If the iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts. That's surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. After all, they have first access to any fresh parts or components.
そうだな。何か裏で動いてるだろう。
A conspiracy? You've spent too much time around Graham. Well, because the module controls the weapons systems. Can you imagine what those maniacs would do with weapons like that? They'd wreak havoc.
And roll back all the progress we've made at reconciling with the rest of Halcyon.
なるほど。なるほどがあった。
Even if they merely sat on the scraps, the threat of a bunch of anarchists holding a gunship would bring the full wrath of the board down on Monarch. We can't afford that.
I'm skeptical they'd care enough to wipe us out, but if they did, we wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, you see our quandary then. Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon.
The point is, this weapon system would be a powerful advantage, and we can't risk the Iconoclast getting it.
The board's own salvage and recovery clause 32B would say differently.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here.
Look, Celia, he's being funny again.
I don't think so, sir.
Really? Well, I could have sworn... Well, that's not important. What is important is that there's a considerable distance between us and that ship, and most of it is inhabited by Marauders and Raptidons. Oh, it is. And that's not saying anything about the Sulfur Pits, the Mantisaurs, the Iconoclast Rebels... Celia, do we have any pep pills? I'm feeling lightheaded.
I'm afraid you finished them going over the sales reports last week.
Oh, well, I suppose you see our predicament. Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
じゃあ、あげようか。もう聞いとこうか。
They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together.
まあ、そうね。
Nonsense. I value original thought. That's what makes MSI different, after all. They're all mad. Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish. I hadn't thought of it that way. Perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
そう、ゾーラはどうだ？
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I'd need to see her review first. Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
うんうん。
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
よし、面白くなってきたな。いいぞ、いいぞ。モジュラはじゃあまだ渡しちゃダメってことか。サンジャルは交渉するつもりがある。あ、なるほど。グラハムからリーダーがゾーラになればってことね。これでいくと、海賊話が進むんじゃない？アンバーハイツへ行こう。これ微妙にこれ合わないのやめてほしいんだけど。そういえばなんか Xbox のなんだっけ、ショーケースか。あれで、このアウターワールドのダウンロードコンテンツが出るって言ってたけど、スイッチはまあ出ないだろうね。悲しいけど、それが現実なのよね。ダウンロードコンテンツって言ってもね、まだクリアもしてないけど。
Sorry, she can still talk like a person. What about Sam? What's it? Sorry. Is he the same thing?
Sam's an automechanical thing, not a computer brain thing like Ada. I don't think Sam understands gender, so you can call him it if you want.
Right, but she's a machine, he's a machine. How are they different?
You know how I said Ada was special? Her wiring's a whole lot more complex than Sam's, so she can simulate a personality better than he can. She got more tools in her box, so to speak.
So he's following his own rules, making everything obnoxiously clean because he has to. Maybe I ought to let up on him a bit.
さっきの話の続きしてるね。 ゾーラ。
Captain, we should chat.
こっちもだよ。
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head.
よく言
The
った。
only way I see the iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
だから殺せって言ったのに。
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me already. Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony. I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
いいだろう。
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora. Time to save Monarch.
ちょっと待ってよ。よし。準備 OK だ。変な動きしたら、切り殺す。
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
ドキドキするな。
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
いやー、面白いな。面白いな、これ。どうしよう。いや、すまないとか、2を引くんだ、グラハム。ちょっと威圧的に行こうか。
Stand down? I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain.
You're running the iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
ふわっと行こうか。彼女はリーダーとしてふさわしいと思う。
How can you say that, after all I've done for the iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham.
来た来た。
I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
めっちゃやろうと求めてくるな。まずは、ここをつっついていこうか。海賊として。
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the iconoclast so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
やるしかないか。 選択の余地はない、ゾーラ。やっちまえ。
Yeah, I had hoped. Please, don't make me do this.
俺がやる。
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Here.
Iconoclast, asshole.
逃げると思ってたぜ。グラハム君、すまんな。善良な市民を殺して得るものなんて。
What do you think you're doing?
嘘。ごめん。もうしない。
Alright, get out of here.
めっちゃ切れてんじゃん。おー。仲間かと思ったのに。善良な人を殺してさ、勝手に自分の気持ちがあれだからって、償いがどうのこうの言ってもね、そりゃダメだよ。ちょっと待ってね。ずっとメッセージ出るようにしちゃってたな、そういえば。これかな。あ、これか。さてと、では話を進めようか、ゾーラ。
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time it's especially wrong. You got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
いやいや、サンジャルに協力しよ
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
う。待て待て。
You know, Captain, I never thought about that. Maybe he could be taught the eternal truth.
そういうこ
Spread the
とだ
message。from within the corporations. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
よし、思い通りにいったぞ。
Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
いやー、面白くなってきたじゃん。さてさて。みんなは知ってんのかな。
Carry on.
あれ、外に出られない。あ、ここだね。 みんな知ってんのかな。
Move along. I don't know.
Good luck in all that you do.
ここね。どうなるんだろう。交渉決裂とかなりそうだな。ちょっと期待してたりするけど。もうこうやってやるとうまくこう自分の思ったように進められるわけだ。選択肢ミスって違った方向に行くのも一興だけどね。よ
Stellar
ーし。
Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
魚の匂いね。ここだね。これってあれだよね。人食いの人たちがいたとこだ。ここだ。揃ってるな。さてさて。サンジャルナンディ。ゾーラブラックウッド。後ろに兵が控えてる。さあ、始めようぜ。
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
仲良くしなよ。
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
サンジャル。
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
.時折荒れ地で手伝ってくれという話。
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Captain, this might really work.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
どうだろうな。
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far. But that means I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I think he's being truthful, Captain. I feel it in my gut. Kinda nauseous, but ticklish?
信じ
You
よ
can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
う。ごもっとも。どうしよう。しかしだね、知らなかったでは済まされんだろう、リーダーちゃん。
Very well. I suppose my ignorance is no excuse.
そうだよ。
I knew Graham for years. I should have done my due diligence and known exactly who I was working with. Surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
ハグしておしまいにしろよ。この同盟確かに希望が持てそうだね。
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanja. Guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing.
そうだね。
Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
うんうん。みんな帰るの？
If you'll excuse me.
ついていこうか。みんな歩いて帰るのかな？
Hey.
何？いや、サンジャル読み書きの能力 5% しかないのか。サンジャルそれじゃやばくないか。そういえばこのゲームって誰でも殺せるんだったな。みんな歩いて帰るってことでいいのかな？これでモナークでの仕事は全部終わったような気がするね。グラハムが死んで、ゾーラが主役になって、リーダーになって、で、ステラーベイのサンジェルと MSI と同盟を組むと。いやー、いいことしたね。
Move along.
あっちに行け。ひどいな。どうした急に。
I must thank you for your excellent recommendation regarding Zora. She's most capable.
おお、よかった。
Anyway, what can I do for you? Quite well. As a matter of fact, Zora is proving most capable. You should see the way she pounds the table and gets straight to the point. It makes for some rather exhilarating meetings. I know I had my concerns initially, but your instincts were right. Zora and her compatriots have become valuable and productive members of our community.
うんうん。
And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look forward to. What can I do for you?
いいじゃん。いいことだらけじゃん。でもゾーラってどこにいるんだろう。あっちに戻ってるのかな。こっちに戻ってるか、ステラーベイに移り住んでるか。ちょっとここを覗いてから終わりにしようかな。次回はとうとうメインシナリオが動き出す感じになると思うから、イニアスのとこに戻って、
This sure beats tearing each other to pieces.
MSI の隊員もここに来てるんだ。
Carry on.
あら、いないな。ん？そうか。ゾーラはこっちにはいないのか。サンジャルがいるとこって2階があったっけ？そこだけ見ようか。会いたいな。2階はないか。
The Iconoclast should learn a thing or two about organization, but this could be a fruitful partnership.
I hope your being here means the board is loosening their restrictions.
ゾーラいないな。じゃあ今回はここまでにしときましょう。ちょっと配信外でゾーラを探しときます。ご視聴ありがとうございました。